Hello everyone, and welcome to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Once again, we're here today with only 14 drivers, which is not fun, but unfortunately there's not much we can do. I've not been able to find drivers, and recently to pop in as reserves. So yeah, sorry, 15 drivers at least, not 14. So yeah, Q1 is going to be useless, but at least there's Q2. Drivers are still required to do a lap in Q1 even if they have no chance of getting eliminated. So we found this out from last week's race where JT ended up getting last and we had to restart the lobby, and we found out that's most probably because he didn't set a lap time in Q1. So today people missing are Wilsey and Chris MC GT3, both in the Ferrari, so yeah, Ferrari going to be getting no points today. Bosman Pickle in the Red Bull, Godly Noob in the Racing Point, KCDB in the AlphaTauri, and Adam Dixon in the Haas, all unable to attend today. He's going to get first place with a 138.7. Merv Martin been doing pretty well as of late. A bit better than we were seeing of him in Season 1. And heading on to Q2, where we might actually see some action. 4 drivers will be getting eliminated because only top 10 passed to Q3. Oh, Merv Martin actually retired on the track. I want to quickly see if I can pick that up from one of the drivers. I don't know what went wrong. I think we actually have a bit of a pile up here. Seems to have crashed out in the castle section. DXSinio 139.7, Martins 139.6. These 3 drivers on the risk of elimination. Sonev on the brink of elimination with a 139.5, Serbulf 139.3, Deroy 139.1, and Tan1212 139.1 as well. Tan1212 on the brink of elimination. Only person between him and elimination is Serbulf. Merv Martin's eliminated. Martin's going to be eliminated in 13th. The Roy going to be eliminated in 11th, unless Serbulf goes ahead of him. Serbulf set a 139.3, needs to gain 2 tenths to go ahead of him, and he's definitely not going to be doing that. I didn't realize he was not using any ARS. He's making his way into the pit, so Serbulf will be getting eliminated in 12th, and Tan1212 just barely, but surely managing his way into Q3. Probably not going to be pole worthy because JT Gelato will probably bang out some insane lap. But Faxon now actually 138.4, around 3 tenths above. Sorry, well, below or above? Below, I think would be the proper term because it's faster than Jamie Robertson, currently on provisional pole. Andre is going to be crossing line next, goes in second at the 138.5. And Tan1212 could be next. Goes into 4th, 139.0, around 3 tenths slower than Jamie Robertson. Half shot Ferry to follow suit. Goes into provisional pole with a 138.2, 2 tenths faster than Faxland. Had Bumpier to follow, goes only into 6th with the 139. A few hundredths of a second slower than Tan1212. And JT Gelato goes into provisional pole with the 138.0, and why am I not surprised? Gexy about to set his one and only lap here in Q3. He's going to be hoping it's going to be a fast one. It was his only shot at lap and it's only a 139.2. So it looks like he's going to have to settle for 10th place. DXSinio is retired, so he feels like he can't go faster than 139.1. Settles for 9th. Tan1212 is going to be crossing the line. No, he's not. He's going to be settling for 8th with a 139.0. Jamie Robertson's lap's invalidated. He's going to be staying in 7th then with the 138.7. Because I don't think he's going to be able to do another lap. I see Gexy crossed the line again, but was not able to go faster than 139.2. JT Gelato with a 137.39 tenths faster than second. That's Half Shot Ferry. Half Shot Ferry. Oh, Head Bumpier goes up to third with a 138.4, but still lacking in paling in comparison to JT Gelato's provisional pole with a 137.3. Only driver to make it into the 137s, let alone such a low 137. That's insane. Insane stuff. Andre's going to be crossing the line next. Goes up into 7th. Also hits the 137s and a 137.9. Faxland slowly falling down the pecking order. He's going to be wanting to do a faster lap. Half Shot Ferry in 3rd. 138.1. And speaking of Faxland, here he comes. Opens up DRS for the final time here in Q3. Goes into 2nd, 137.8. 5 tenths slower than Faxland, half a second slower than JT, and Andre as well. Blistering pace from JT Gelato. And he's super consistent as well. I don't think he's had wing damage yet. To be fair, tier 1 is pretty clean, which is obviously nice to see. Everyone's loaded up. We have 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go. The board's glitching a bit, but JT Gelato with an excellent start, way ahead of Faxland and the rest of the field. We seem to have kept it pretty clean through turn 1, so that means maybe some collisions through turn 2. Not really, a lot of ghosting happening. I don't know what's going on, but seemingly no collisions. The timing board definitely wrong. JT Gelato is definitely in 1st and already pulling up a nice gap ahead of Faxland. And the driver's keeping it very clean, actually. I don't think I've ever seen a start to a race in Baku so clean, as Serbov now taking it down the inside of Adam Dixon. I think it was around the outside, actually, my mistake. And timing board sorted itself out. And the Exocinio now might be taking it around the outside of Jamie Robertson to the caster section for a second. He almost did. Obviously no room for it, so he had to back out. Managing to keep within half a second of JT Gelato. And DRS is going to be activated this lap, and he's really close behind him, so could see him do a cheeky little overtake. I mean, DRS is activated supposedly now? Yeah, it is. And could we see Faxland make a move down on the inside of JT Gelato? I don't think so, he's too far back. And the Exocinio inching closer and closer to Jamie Robertson. You gotta be careful. I think the Exocinio picked up a warning, as we saw. That's a spin, and Gexi has spun into the wall. He hasn't crashed out, but he's lost the majority of his front wing, and he's gonna be needing to pit early. Murph Martin as well. I think he was involved in a collision or something, because he's going really slow, already 30 seconds behind. He seems to have pit because he's on the hard tires. I don't know why he needed to pit, but pit he has. I'm seeing more yellow flags. And the Roy has no front wing. I think he crashed in the castle section and lost the entirety of his front wing. So that's going to be another early pit stop. Top 3 all enter the pits now. Pretty sure there's no... Oh, top 4, top 5, top 6. Everyone entering the pits. Dixon was getting front wing damage from entering the pits. So everyone entering the pits now. All be swapping onto hards. And they'll be hoping to not stop again. They won't need to unless they get front wing damage. Ooh, and Adam Dixon and JT Gelato fighting for the lead. JT Gelato having right come out of the pits, and Adam Dixon on hards having to back off and let JT Gelato take first. But obviously Dixon still needs to pit onto softs, so He's not exactly fighting for first, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be happy with that added DRS bonus that he's going to be getting. Oh, Jamie Robertson actually, and Tan 12-12 fought it off for, but I think Tan, yeah, Tan has a slight amount of front wing damage. I don't think it's worth pitting over for, but he seems to have let Merv Martin go past him as well, so I think he might. Serbov is retired from the session, and that is a safety car. So Asad Pityet's going to get an advantage. I don't know where he crashed, honestly. Oh, I think out of the left or right he crashed, but that's a very odd place to crash. Seems to have lost the rear end. So people haven't pit yet. It would have been really good for Serbov to pit, but you know, if you're on the softs, it would have been smart to pit. Then Tan 12-12 in fact pitting now, but I think he's going to change his front wing damage, so not going to really benefit much from the safety car. And he's off. Faxton not able to react well, and he's under pressure from Andre, instantaneously taking it down the inside. We have it 3 wide almost by Martins, who decides to back out of it, and Andre not able to get past Faxton. We see the Mercedes half shot go wide. Oh, and there's a crash in the front. I saw front wing flying. I think it was some... oh, half shot ferry actually, going down a lot of places. Martins and Bumpier and half shot, and everyone so tight together off the safety car restart. Faxton and JT getting away from the pack. The Roy once again dropping down. We've seen more of a collision. No safety car or VSC, but a lot of front wing flying all over the place. The Roy's got front wing damage. Tan 12-12's into the wall again. And the cold tires definitely not helping. Jamie Robertson dropping down more places. Martin's dropped all the way down into 9th. He's got some front wing damage as well. Oh, and I think that was Merv Martin. Yeah, Merv Martin losing front wing through the castle section. And front wing has flown all over the place here in Baku, off the safety car restart. In the meantime, Sonev and Andre really close to each other. Faxton already almost 2 seconds behind JT Gelato. The safety car restart really not working in his favor, and we're gonna have to see a lot of drivers now who are gonna be pitting. So Bumpier is in the pits. Merv Martin is in the pits. Martins, look at all the drivers in the pits. We're all involved in collisions, which really leaves just this sole battle left. Oh, actually, I think Sonev got wing damage, so even that battle's gone to the bin, as Sonev got front wing damage coming through the castle section, gets more front wing damage coming out of the castle section, and this is going to be an easy pass for Dixon. Andre as well, entering the pits. A lot of weird strategies going on here. I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm pretty sure Andre doesn't have wing damage. We should take a look at Spitstop. He also has wing damage. Front wing has literally flown all over the place here in Baku. Oh, and Doroy spun out on the castle section. Lost more front wing. No need for... oh, we got a VSC. He's lost the entirety of his front wing. So yellow flags in sector 2, and that is the castle section of Sonev. Is actually before the castle section. And I wonder, Adam Dixon's front wing looks to be fine, but Sonev though, no front wing basically. We have a full course safety car, and we see the front 3 all pitting, front 4 all pitting. Any other takers into the pits? I do wonder. They had basically a free pit stop on Bumpier, so fair enough to them. Slowly been increasing the pace, and he's off. And Faxland once again, not the best of starts, with DXSenior right alongside him. You remember though, you can't overtake until you've reached the timing line. So DXSenior will be looking to take it side by side going into turn 1. Dixon as well. Faxland locks up. DXSenior almost crashes, manages to keep it Holland behind him. Andre managing to hold off Dixon. A lot of drivers coming into turn 2, managing to keep it clean. I don't think we've lost any front wing off the safety car restart just yet. Martin's going to take it down the inside of Tan 12-12. Head bump here and Merv Martin fighting it off. They're still side by side. Merv Martin though managing to get past that bump here. Martin's got past. I think it was Sunev. I don't know who he got past. I kind of forgot. Everything's happening so close. Offshot Ferry and DeRoy fighting alongside. Offshot gets past DeRoy as well. Jamie Robertson and Ed Bumpier now fighting it, and Jamie Robertson gets past Ed Bumpier. Ed Bumpier not the best of safety car restarts. Andre 3-second time penalty. That's not going to be doing him any good. Dixon though still right behind Andre, and he's going to be looking to get past Offshot Ferry. Gets 3-second time penalty. And Dixon will be getting past Andre, probably coming the end of the straight. Goes down. Well, the inside of Dixon, of Andre, not really being able to hold it. They're still side by side. Down the inside he goes, and not fully past Andre just yet. Andre's still fighting it. And Andre, in fact, able to hold on. And Andre and Dixon fighting it out once again. Now Andre's got the outside line. And Dixon... Wait, actually, Andre had the outside line last time round. But Dixon on the inside managing to get past Andre. And being able to hold it. Does the Exosinio have wing damage? His wing seems to be intact, but he's been losing a lot of time. And Dixon fighting for the podium. Merv Martin right behind them as well. Andre's been slowly losing to them. And Dixon gets past the Exosinio on the straight. And is going to be able to slot in almost nicely ahead of him. As the Exosinio fighting around the outside, and the Exosinio managing to hold the outside line actually, as Dixon puts on a massive squeeze to him. But now through turn 2, able to get ahead of the Exosinio. But the Exosinio, I don't know why no one has DRS, but the Exosinio now taking down the inside of Dixon. Oh, I think it was a bit of contact because Dixon's into the wall. A bit of wing damage, not much, but that's going to dreadfully impact his race as he loses positions to Exosinio and Merv Martin, and Andre is going to be looking to pounce on that as well. And I feel really sorry for Adam Dixon, because from going from 15th to podium position in 3rd, he's now in 15th to 5th, and probably going to go further down with Andre right behind him and some wing damage. And Merv Martin and Adam Dixon and Exosinio all right there. They're taking it 3 wide into turn 1 in Baku. Who's going to come out on top? Exosinio still hangs on. Merv Martin and Adam Dixon, no one being able to get past any of them, all hanging on to their positions, as Andres now are also really close behind them. They're making this a 4-way fight. And Exosinio 8.6 seconds behind Faxon, losing a bunch of time. Really slowing down the drivers behind them. But still, managing to hold them off. We've got 2 laps left. Well, 1.5 laps left, actually. And Dixon not as close as he wishes to be. Merv Martin right on the tail of Exosinio. Now, actually, Dixon right on the tail of Martin. And we see even in the background, there's people fighting it off. And look at this. They're all so close. Exosinio takes the inside line, Merv Martin takes the outside line, Dixon takes a spectator line, looking to see if they can pounce on a mistake. In fact, he does. Goes down the inside of Martin, Merv Martin, gets past Merv Martin, and he's going to look to get past the Exosinio now, as Merv Martin though is still going to fight around the outside, doesn't have the pace for it, and sticks behind Dixon. Dixon with a smart call there. He saw that the Exosinio and Merv Martin both went wide, was able to pounce on it. Dixon almost went into the wall again over there. And JT Gelato is going to win the Azerbaijan GP. Fax is going to get 2nd, but honestly, this fight for 3rd is a lot more important right now, as they're taking it down to the line. But Exosinio managing to hold off everyone for 2 more times, and is going to manage to pick up 3rd, with Dixon close behind in 4th, Merv Martin in 5th, Andre in 6th. Drops to 7 because of time penalty, so Martins picks up 6th. Jamie Robertson in 8th, Halfshot Ferry in 9th, and Sunev in 10th. And Sunev only less than a 10th of a second behind Half Shot Ferry. And De Roy's in 11th, and Tan 12 is in 12th. A lot of 12s over there. Again, less than a 10th to De Roy. And that was a very, very close race coming to the end. A very fun race. Brilliant, brilliant race. Well done to all the drivers, and thank you for keeping it exciting. Front wing flown everywhere, but in the end, this is how they are. I thank you all for joining me. Godspeed.